7 income sources that has generated me $100,000 a month. Now this plaque right here that I have in my hand right now is an award given to people in the ClickFunnels community that has generated over $10 million in sales. And one of the things I'd like to share with you today is how this is actually divided into many different streams of income, and I'm gonna break it down to you, the ones that has worked really well for me, so that you can see and start getting ideas on which one resonates the most with you to decide which action steps to take. Are you ready? Let's begin with number 1. Number 1 is really about low ticket information products. That's number 1. That's literally how I got started in the online world. When I first started out in the online world, one of the first things that I ever sold was a $7 digital product. Now, when I first started out in the gaming market, which is World of Warcraft, I didn't really think I had a strength, so I didn't really believe in my product. I didn't really think anybody would buy my product, so I just put it up for just $7. And it took me 7 months to make my first sale. I remember it was about 6 in the morning, I was getting ready to go to work, and I was checking my email. I was still living with my parents, and I saw this email from PayPal, and it said, notification of payment received. And I was so excited, I actually went over to my mom's room. I said, Mom, wake up, take a look at this. And then she was like really groggy. She took a look at this, and I said, Mom, take a look at this. I just made my first sale. And she was like, it says here you made $7. And I said, yeah, that's my first sale. And she said, it took you 7 months to make $7? Go back to sleep. So even though it was not a life-changing amount, it was a life-changing moment for me, because I knew that if I could do it once, all I need to do then is to do it again and again and again. And that's what I did. I took a $7 product, I eventually sold it at $37. That was like the sweet spot many digital marketers and information product owners would sell their products at, which is what I did in the World of Warcraft market. And since then, I scaled it into other markets, into marketing and social media. And chances are, if you follow me, you've seen all of my different information products today. But that's your first option. How can you take what it is that you know and document it in the form of an information product that actually helps other people within that niche? And that brings us to number 2. Number 2 is subscription. Creating something that is recurring in nature, so that people, if they want to continue being a part of the community, if they want to continue getting the resources, if they want to continue getting that support every single month, the second option is to create a low ticket recurring. Some of the things that I've created in the past is very low ticket, $27, $37 a month, right up to about $97 a month, in order to create a long-term sustainable income online. I believe that recurring is one of the best ways to do so. And the way to do it, there's many different angles to approach this, but think about the pain of disconnect. I believe that this is one of the most powerful things when it comes to creating recurring. Now, understand that not all markets will lend itself to continuity. There are some markets where it's more of a quick fix rather than a long-term thing. Example would be a knee problem. They don't want to spend $97 every month. They want to have something that says, I want to get it fixed. However, what are markets that lend itself to great continuity? The best way is to go to a local bookstore and see the magazines that's being sold in newsstand. So things like how to get six-pack abs. Every single month, it's like the same thing. It's always like how to look sexy for the summer and get six-pack abs, right? Photography, travel, golf. To get great ideas on what are great markets for subscription, just take a look at what is being sold in the bookstores, on the magazine stands, to give yourself an idea on how do you create a subscription model. And that's number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is affiliate marketing, promoting somebody else's product and getting paid commissions in return. I think what many people may not realize is that the biggest platforms in the world, they have all this thing known as an affiliate program. Whether it's Amazon for physical products, whether it's ClickBank for digital products, all these different marketplaces are willing to give you a commission every time you refer a sale to them. These medals and awards right here literally is for winning this thing called a dream car contest that ClickFunnels and this marketer Russell Brunson, my friend, and literally I came in at number 1 for one of the biggest launches in the internet marketing space for this book called Expert Secrets, and literally I made 6 figures and winning back-to-back the dream car winner contest by promoting something that I didn't even come up with. That's number 3. The question is, what are other products out there that your audiences are going to buy anyway? And how can you place a product, a service, something that genuinely helps them so that you can get paid commissions in return? That brings us to number 4. Number 4 is books. That's right. How can you take what it is that you know and put it in pieces of paper? I truly believe that books are really like a magic code, or like a cheat code rather, in business and marketing. Books, somehow, when you place and position your thoughts onto pieces of paper, suddenly the market sees you differently. Suddenly, you're seen as an expert, as an authority in your marketplace, because the truth is, not many people actually do it. And sometimes it is not the sale of the book that makes you a lot of money, but rather what happens around the book that has made you a lot of money. What if books can actually help you with branding and positioning and lead generation? What if books can actually help you get on radio, TV, newspaper? Think about it this way. If let's say you are a real estate agent, rather than going out there giving up your name card, what if you came up with a book instead? And your book title is called 5 Common Mistakes People Make When Buying Property. Rather than giving a name card, which we all know, nobody keeps name cards anymore. And you said, regardless of whether you buy a property through me or not, I just wanted you to know the 5 common mistakes people normally make when it comes to buying property. Now, think about it this way. The next time this person ever wants to buy property, who do you think this person will think about? Chances are, it's gonna be you. What if books can enable you to generate large amounts of income, not necessarily from the sale of the book, but rather what happens around it? Books has been something that has served me really, really well, which is something you definitely want to consider as well. That brings us to the next point. Number 5 are workshops or seminars. Now, I know that this step here might not be for everybody. Let me just tell you, if you are somebody that's shy or introverted, or if you have the fear of speaking, that was me 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing right now, shooting videos, doing events, speaking in front of thousands of people, traveling the world doing this. Why? Because the truth is, I am an introvert trying to play an extrovert's game. But if there's part of you that has this message that you know will help others, they can serve others at a much deeper level, know that this is a learnable, trainable skill. And what if you could serve your audience and not just have a deeper impact, but also have that income? Because the truth is, the perceived value and how much you can help an audience through a live event versus an ebook is a completely different experience. Ask yourself this: have you ever read a book where you felt like this thing was life-changing, completely transformed your life? Chances are there were good books that you read, but to have something that was like literally transformed your life, it would have probably been through a process and a live event. What if that could be you for somebody else? What if you could play a bigger game and serve somebody at a much deeper level, at a much more meaningful level, and actually change lives? You see, when people tell me they have the fear of speaking, I say this: what if you could charge somebody $1,000? Let's begin with that. $1,000 for your entire life's work. Do you believe that everything you know, your life experience, your knowledge, could help somebody become better off in terms of maybe making more money, having more time, becoming happier, healthier, more confident, better at a certain skill? And what if you could take that life experience and condense it down to 2 days so that somebody else does not have to go through what it is that you went through in life? If you could package and position that, do you think that might be worth $500, $1,000? So let's say you had a fear of speaking. Do you think you could handle 5 people speaking in front of 3 people or 5 people? If you could get 3 people in front of you to come to your event for 2 days and charge them $1,000, that would be a $3,000 weekend. That is what some people get paid a month. And after doing a couple of times, do you think perhaps you would have got the confidence to maybe serve 10 people and then 20? Maybe you could now charge $1,000, $2,000. 20 people times $2,000, that's a $40,000 weekend. That's what some people get paid a year. Workshops and seminars is something that I thought I could never do, because the reason and excuse I always had within me is because I was a shy, introverted person. Today, I have spoken in front of events in stadiums, 1,000, 5,000 people, but it all began small. You can question what it is that you want, but never question what it is that you're worth. That brings us to number 6. Number 6 is coaching. What if you could work with the people that's actually serious, from the masses, that now they want to have that private time with you, or in terms of a group setting, where you meet up with them once every week, every 2 weeks to keep them accountable so that you can help them on their journey, to hold them by their hand, show them step by step, move by move on what it is that they need to be doing. Because the truth is, a good coach will always make their students do the moves that they otherwise would not have done. Why is it that people like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, the people that's already the number one in the game, in the world, why is it that they still have a coach even though they're already number one in the world? It is because we can't see the picture if we are inside the frame. And number 6 is, what if you could do that Skype call, Zoom call in a group setting so that you can scale it and work with clients, just like how my clients, they pay me $10,000 a year in that group setting, which by the way, is highly scalable. I could put 2,000, 5,000 people in a program and I would still have a life. Why? Because coaching doesn't need to be one-on-one. The biggest myth that people have is people are paying me for my time. They want me, they want my time. People are paying you not because they want your time, but they want the result. Think about it this way. If let's say you wanted to generate $1 million online and I told you you have 2 different options. Option number 1 is you meet up with me every single day. I give you advice for 10 minutes and after that you go do it. Or I can magically touch your forehead straight away, instantly you would have the result that you want. Which would you rather have? Option 1 or 2? Pretty obvious, right? So in other words, why does somebody pay you money? Somebody pays you money because they want your time. They want the result that you're able to help them generate. And coaching is a great way to help serious clients generate the result that you want, but at the same time do it in a way that is highly scalable. And that finally brings us to number 7. And finally, number 7 will be home study courses. What if you could take what it is that you know, your entire life experience, and package and bundle it into a form of a course that helps people and charge them $500, $1,000, $2,000 for it? And what if you could create a sales process? My favorite one to sell courses like that would be through a webinar funnel. Like literally in this webinar funnel, this could be a live webinar. This could be an automated webinar that runs every hour on the hour. And what if you could create that once? Or if it's new to you, you might need some practice, so you do it a couple of times. But create a home study course that helps your audience generate the result that they want. Now this could be mid-tier to high price. This could be about, my favorite price point for webinar funnels are about $500 to $2,000. Again, highly scalable. Why? Because you could have 5,000 people sign up tomorrow, 300 people sign up tomorrow, it makes no difference. And if you take a look at what our educational system is doing, is that it conditions people to think that time equals money. That we have to give our time in order to generate wealth. And that's how most people are paid. Most people are paid based on your time. But what if you could create that course that helps your audience, that doesn't kill yourself because you're not selling a service, so they can help reach a whole lot more people, so that you can have a bigger following, so that you can leverage through the technology that's available today through webinars by selling your home study course. These are the 7 methods, and one of the things I'd love to be able to hear from you is let me know below. I don't expect you to do all 7, but I would like to hear which method resonated most with you. Let me know in the comments below which one you intend to really get serious on. I'd love to hear what it is. Hopefully keep you accountable as well. And as always, click on the subscribe button for more videos like this. This is Peng Joon here. I hope this video has given you value, and I'll see you in the next one.